Welcome back to Killbot&GorGorAttack. We're here with another unboxing of the Metalhead Box, this time for March. Before anybody asks, yes, I recently got my hair trimmed. Apparently it was really needed, as there were a lot of split ends. The sad part is, I've been trying to grow this hair out for a bunch of years, been trying to get it down to like here at least. But on more than one occasion, I've taken it to quite a couple of incompetent hairstylists who have butchered it. So it should be a lot longer than it actually is, but, my hair grows ridiculously slow, and up until about a year ago, I just haven't been taking really good care of it. So it hasn't been growing as fast as I would like it. Maybe I should start eating more cucumbers or something, I don't know. Nobody comment on the cucumbers. Anyway, so on to the box. Our first great item is an autograph by Kelly Schaefer of Atheist. Oh yeah. A piece of time, elements, unquestionable presence. Gotta love Atheist. Getting all kinds of Florida musicians over here in the Metalhead Box. What is your favorite Atheist album and why? Leave a comment below and tell me. Now, one thing they sent over was a big black dildo. Umbrella. Silly me. Now, this umbrella, if you pull it apart, it says rain. Oh no. It's raining metal. I kind of wish that there was a design covering the entire umbrella, but you know what? It has Slayer marked all over it. In fact, there's another Slayer-related item that they get. And it's this pin right here. The Slayer cassette tape pin. For some odd reason, cassette tapes are making a weird comeback. And I guess this is for all the nostalgic folk who've had Slayer tapes in their tape decks for a long time. Well, here you go. And while everybody's asking me, yes, I'm going to be seeing Slayer on their final tour. I'm seeing them on the Charlotte date, and from what I understand, Lombardo may be coming back for select shows. That would be interesting. Onto the shirt, we have Canadian thrash metal band Sacrifice. The ones who made the albums Forward to Determination and The Ones I Condemn. Well, this is one of the best shirts the Metalhead Box has sent me. Look at how colorful it is. The design on that just looks really cool. So it's got all sorts of different colors. Usually they'll send me the black and white ones, which are fine, but like this has got all kinds of colors. It's got orange, red, yellow, gray. It sticks out, One CD that was sent over was by classic thrash and crossover band The Accused. This one is The Curse of Martha Splatterhead, not to be confused with The Return of Martha Splatterhead, which is their first album. Now this one was recorded and released in 2009, so it sounds really good. I don't think it's quite on par with the early work, but the samples are pretty awesome, the songwriting skills, it's all there. It's The Accused the way it was meant to be heard. It's crossover the way it's meant to be heard. So, hey, why not? More Accused to listen to. We have another CD right here by a band known as Elysium, a band from Florida, plays thrash metal. This is the re-release of their demo, Inspired Hatred, from 1989. Now, this apparently is like a cult-type demo, and the guy from Dive Bomb Records who released this, he thought that the demo should ascend from obscurity, so upon listening to it, I gotta say, it's got 1989 written all over it. It's fun, it doesn't take itself too seriously, it's heavy, the riffs are well written. This one's even an enhanced CD, so it comes with a live video if you put it in the computer. The final CD we have is by a band known as Solid Sangre, or Solid Sangre, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They're a death metal band from Colombia, and this album was produced at Sunlight Studio in Sweden. But ironically, it doesn't sound like an Entombed clone. Actually, it sounds relatively old school, but the guitar tone's obviously different from Entombed, so they're not trying to replicate anything, obviously. And it's sung in Spanish, so everything's full force and heading until they bring up the acoustic guitars on the final track, because then it sounds like a native folk, whatever. Well, that is it for this month's edition of the Metalhead Box. Thank you to everybody at the Metalhead Box for sending this all to me. If anybody here has not seen my recent mini-doc on Exhorder, you need to do so. It's 45 minutes and there's not a dull moment within the whole video. It's got everything. It's got Exhorder all grown up for all the old schoolers who remember them from back in the day. You feel like you're part of the audience by listening to Kyle's banter. You get to see what the audience wishes they could see by going backstage. And, you got the dedication of the fans, from the very beginning. you know, the building of the guitar and handing it over to them and following them for all 3 comeback shows, it's definitely worth a watch. I think I've watched it like 5 times since I've uploaded it. Also, my recent song Undeceived is finally on Bandcamp. Thank you to the guy who drew the artwork for me. Go follow him on his Instagram. Very good stuff. And I'm announcing it here because I'm doing math. If 200 of you buy the song for $1, which is what the price asks for, that's $200. That can buy me a lot of drugs. Oh. Speaking of money to buy drugs, you can support me on Patreon as well. And I also have an Instagram page and a Facebook page, so go follow those. You should also subscribe to the channel because I'm very close to 20,000 subscribers. And wouldn't that be a grand number to have? Another skit video will come soon. Grind on.